Greetings and salutations, Relax Gamer Nation, and welcome back to Unleashed Automations. Oh, sorry, that's Automations Unleashed. There's only one thing we've really used automations for so far, and that is our little wind turbine. Our wind turbine. No, that's a wind turbine. This is a solar panel. And it's working pretty nicely. Strangely, though, the sun is not quite hitting this, but it's still getting 4 bars. I find that particularly interesting. Strange. Now, I have put in a screen brightener mod that should increase the screen brightness a bit by about x3 times 3. Not x3 times 3, but x3, as in times 3. I have also removed the Magic Knight's Skybox Brightener, or Nightbox Brightener, I guess you could call it. The emissive thingamadoop. I don't entirely know. But we want to do a few things today. We want to start getting in more ore. We want to upgrade to a basic assembler instead of... No, this is a basic assembler. We want to upgrade to an assembler, and we want to put in a refinery. Now, I have plenty of spaces to do this. And I am going to use the, what is it? The industrial assembler. Oops. Assembler. The industrial assembler, because I have that. And the refinery, the industrial refinery, because I have that. Now, the industrial refinery has a pass-through on the sides and at the top, while the normal refinery has a pass-through on the top, the bottom, and the sides. So you're losing out a little bit there, but it looks a lot better this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in one of these, and then we're going to put an assembler over here, or probably behind it. I might end up putting it behind it and then just put catwalks around it. That sounds like a great idea. But in order to do this, we need a few things, like, ooh, I don't know, steel plates. Luckily, we have some on hand. And we're going to put that there. And we're going to add some more blocks here. We want to hook up our assembler, and I think... Oh, I can actually use the modules now, so I'm going to leave that bare at the back there. Which means I probably want to bring the assembler out a block here. Something like that. And then we'll run some piping underneath here. We're going to use the industrial piping. Oh, and you're probably wondering, it's in the mod list, but I have a couple of mods installed which give our inventory and stuff like that a more colorful representation. The first one is a colorful HUD, version 1.2.00. And the other is colorful icons. I saw some comments, thank you very much for commenting, about those. And I just figured I'd tell you what they were. Even though it's in the mod list, which is at the end of first episode. So if you're wondering where my mod list is, I still haven't made a Steam mod list. If somebody would like to do that, go right ahead. If you've gone to the back of the mod list and have time to do it, go for it. I might get around to doing it, I might not. So any help is helpful. We're going to put in some catwalks. And we'll go with the regular catwalks. Oops. This needs girders. And we're just going to connect this up. Oh, it needs construction components, not girders. We probably don't have construction components. No, we don't. Because that refinery probably took a lot of them. We acquired some construction components. Huzzah! We want to put a safety rail on that one. Don't want to fall off and hurt ourselves. That's fine. Yep. And like so. There. We can get to the refinery, we get into the industrial assembler. Perfecto. Now, we need a whole bunch of stuff for this. We should have everything we need for it. Let's just get this out of here. So we'll right click. That's good. Those are good. We'll right click. And we'll put that stuff into production. Therefore, build and repair will do the production stuff. So, night is coming in. It's not quite here yet, but already I'm noticing it a little bit brighter, but we'll see when the sun actually disappears behind the planet. It should be fine. So we have that being done. We have our refinery hooked up. We got our assembler hooked up. Nice. And then we can start removing a few things. Now, what I want to do is get some passive minerals in. Not necessarily cobalt or anything like that, but passive minerals such as just stone, just general stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this little sorter system because it was great at the time, but it's unnecessary now. And we're going to put in a cargo container right here, and I think I'll just put another one right there. Now, it'll take a while for these to get built up, but they will get built up. And although we're going to lose about 30% of the ore, 30% of the stone yield by using the basic refinery, it's a lot faster than this. So in some ways, the 30% loss is okay. But in other cases, it's kind of at the beginning of the game, you don't quite want that 30% loss because it means everything takes 30% longer to build. So that we can get this up and running. It needs displays and metal grids. Where are displays? They're at the end. We should get up and running now. Unless it automatically put it into here first. No, it should have been fine. Oh! My build and repair is not hooked up. Middle mouse. There we go. Now the build and repair is hooked up. We had a bit more cargo space. Awesome. So we have a bit more cargo space, which is great. Now we want to put in some extra cargo space here. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that or where I want to put it. I do have access to underneath here. No, I don't, because, well, I do. I can put a conveyor underneath that cargo container, and then I can bring an access point out here somewhere. I want to keep this alleyway, and we're going to put a conveyor under here. Once I can find my conveyor. It's not my conveyor. I must have deleted it off my bar. It's gone. Oh. It probably got replaced by the catwalk. Okay. Conveyor. I'll put in some straight pieces. Like so. Now these are going to require... actually, they don't need a lot. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to put a large cargo container here. And I think where we're going to focus on setting up the cargo is somewhere over there. But right now, it's really dark, and we're going to do a little bit of rest here. Okay. So the wind indicator's been moved. It's fine. Okay, it's daytime. Now, I don't think that brightness mod really worked. I'm also running the Space Just Got Real mod, so it makes everything darker. Oh, what are we short on here? Motors. Lots of motors. Luckily, we can make motors. We'll just do that. Do 100 motors. Our refinery is up. Our assembler is up. Awesome. I gotta put some safety rails up there so I don't go flying off and drop into the ground. Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, actually. We have iron here. Maybe I'll actually build a little thing here. I don't remember how deep the iron is. 15 meters? Oh, yeah. We'll definitely build it here. So we'll come out here. We'll come out, bring it out a bit. I'm probably going to have 3 extensions. No, probably only 2 extensions. So that's 20 meters. So I need 10 blocks out. Okay, so we need some parts. We have some parts, but I think we need some more parts. That should be fine. So, I'm going to go build 10 blocks out here. We're going to and get a little drill rig set and running. Now, normally, I would use a script for that. The automated mining script. But we can do basically the same thing with a few modifications with the event controllers. So we're gonna look. Oh, hello. Yeah, we're gonna look into the event controllers to see about building something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we'll terminate with an actual physical block here. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm gonna go check. I might not have turned the inertial tensors on. I don't like it clunking. Okay, that should be fine. So, it looks like build and repair is refusing to go out that far. So, we've gone out 10 blocks. Now, what I want to do is hook up a drill arm here. So, we're going to need a piston. We're just going to clear up this, so we don't need this stuff right now. We need a piston. No, not that piston. That piston. No, the regular piston. Thank you. I might actually go with a 5 piston. Bare junction. Let's just put that in there. It's a really big piston, though. I don't think I need a really big piston. That goes out to basically 5 times, what, 3? So 15 meters. Yeah, I don't think I need that big of a piston for this part. Yeah, I don't think I need it. Then we want to put a couple of pipes up here. Let's do this one. Flange. Then we want a curved pipe. Like so. And then we want another piston. Now, right here I might do the 1x5 piston. And we'll go with an advanced rotor. Where's my 0 point? There's my 0 point. We'll put the 0 point like there. And then we'll do this. Then we'll put a 5 piston on. This is a mod, by the way. You could do this with just the regular ones. This is just 5 blocks long, so it extends out a long ways after that. And then we put this on here. Then let's put a regular piston on here. And now we need a drill. Actually, do I? No, I'm gonna put another piston on here. Then we're gonna go around and name them. We'll wait for this to get built. And we can actually change this right now to go inertia tensor on. Right? Yeah, inertia tensor on. This one, inertia tensor. This mod that I'm using is Build Vision. It's just a lot easier to play around with things here. And I can change the name of things too this way. We're just missing a whole bunch of steel plates. Okay, that's cool. Production. Then once we get these steel plates in place, then we can start the automation aspect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to set up the event controllers now. We have everything we need right now to get that started. I need some parts on me. Yeah, I got parts on me. And I think we're going to sneak them in here somewhere. I'm going to have mods on the back of this, so I don't want to put them back there. I could stack them. Sure, I'll stack them. Event controller. Yeah, we have 2 event controllers being produced. Awesome. They probably need computers. Displays. Okay. A 10 stack of displays should be fine. Yeah, we have the parts for that. Awesome. Because we need to get this thing started. So let's send that up so that we can get drill underneath it. Or drills. Do we want to put another rotor on there? Have some spinny drills. No, we'll just do one drill right now. Maybe we'll do spinny drills later. Do we need spinny drills? No. Let's do some 3 drills here. Now this is going to give us a lot of stone. Now, let's set these pistons up. Maximum distance, we're going to drop that down to 0. We're going to increase this to 0.5. That should be fine. That's all fine. Bind, we don't have to worry about that. I have no idea what these are. It might be something to do with one of the mods I have. Yeah, I'm not going to play around with that right now. Because I have no idea what's going on. And why are you making noise? My watch is making noise. Oh. Remember I was talking about how I don't want to waste my hydrogen? Yeah. What was I doing? Wasting hydrogen. Now, we want to build a timer block. And I'm going to go with the automation timer block because I can. Where to put it? Where to put it? You know what? I could just bury it in the floor. Forget which side lights up. I know that one does. But there's another side that lights up. We'll do that. Put that timer block in there. Because what I want it to do is that because I have 3 drills going on over here, which we can actually activate now. Drills. These ones. Turn those on. We already have inertia dampeners on, so it's not going to go crazy like. And then we can reverse this. That'll bring it down. Dig into the thing. We'll get some materials. Then we'll adjust it a little bit here. Because I think I might have gone 1 block too high. Yeah, we need to adjust a little bit. So we'll go in here. We're going to turn our maximum distance down. And we're going to bring it up to 1. In reverse. That should be fine. Okay. Now, with the rotor, we could actually get some temporary materials. But first, we want to change something on the rotor. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. No, it's an advanced rotor. Oh, that's the rotor I was looking at. Okay. Let's go to the advanced rotor. Right here. And we're going to change a few limits here. We're going to limit it to, say, 90. Actually, yeah, 90 is fine. And bring this up to 90. Rotor displacement, I don't really care about right now. And we're going to get it to start move. This will get us some passive materials for now, while we're working on getting our programming set up. Now, with this, what I want to do in here is I'm going to turn it to silent first off. The delay doesn't really matter, but I'll put it to 1. We'll set up the actions. We'll find our 5 piston. Where are you? 5 piston, 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 piston. Right here, 5 piston. Yep, right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to increase maximum distance once. Increase maximum distance twice. And finally, increase maximum distance 3 times. What that's going to do is when I set the event timer up and say it's to that point, or rather once it gets to the minus 90 point, I think. Let's just take a look at the rotor. It's at 90. So at minus 90, so let's set up our event controller here. This one will be, oh frick. This is, if I'm looking at the pistons directly, this would be the left side. This one will be the right side. So what we're going to do is, under here we have the events. And as we go down, there's an angle changed here. We can set that up. Now, this is the left side, so it's a negative. So we want the equal or less than to be at minus 89-ish, something like that. Because if you go minus 90, it might not actually lock into place. It might keep on trying to get to minus 90 and not get to it. So this way, if we're going equal or less than minus 89, then once it hits 90, it'll start the process. So the process that we're going to do here is, first, we're going to find our advanced rotor, which is this one. We're going to set this up to reverse. Then on the second bar here, we're going to find our timer block and set it to trigger now. Now we're just triggering it once, so this should not be a problem. I hope. We'll find out in a moment. And that's all we're doing. The timer block's going to basically advance the piston 3 times, which should be approximately 0.25 per time or something like that, or 0.5. I'm not entirely sure. But it should be enough to push that forward. Next, we're going to go into our other event controller. And we're basically going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go to angle changed. We're going to select the equal or greater than this time because it's a positive 90. And we'll set that to 89. Then we'll select the actions. We'll find our rotor. We'll hit the reverse. Then action number 2. I just hit Control 2 to switch between the bars quickly. We go to our piston. Horizontal piston. No. Whoops. That's already set up. We go to the timer. And we go trigger now. So now, every time it goes above or below minus 89, it will trigger this timer. The timer will then advance the piston 3 times, and the rotor will start to rotate again. So all we can do right now is give it a try. Give it a test. So we'll go to the rotor, and we'll just let it manually go in the reverse direction. See, none of these are clicking on yet. Once it hits minus 89 on that side, it will start to click in. So let's see how that works. Oh, is this not high enough? It might not be high enough. And I think we've got to change some braking torque. Rotor advanced. Braking torque 3.3. I think it's that one. It's fine. 330 kilonewtons, that's fine.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Okay. That should be good right now. It's almost to the point where it's going to reverse and it's damaging itself. That's fine. Once it gets through this part, it'll be fine. Okay, so it's about to reverse. It hit minus 89. Right? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. I forgot something very important. I forgot to select a selected block. Add the block on both of these. Advanced rotor. Add the block. So now it'll be fine. So let's go into rotor here and let's do the reverse thing again. We'll let it reverse all the way back around. It may collect a little bit of materials here and there, but it shouldn't really change too much in the overall scheme of things. Oh, actually, what I want to do is, instead of do that, we'll go reverse here. Because we want the high point. I think I'm going to bring this up to 5. Just to give it a little bit extra space. Okay, so the rotor is getting to minus 89. Boom, boom, boom. And now it is pushing out the... Huh. It should be fine. Because the piston doesn't go out fast enough. So it's almost like I need to put another timer in to activate the event controller. I'm sure it'll be fine. It should be fine. Now it's going to push it out again. 3 times. Yep, and that's good. That's good. That's good. It's a little messy. And we're going to change the rotor speed a little bit here. That will probably help.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
I'm about to fall out of the sky. Yep. So yeah, there we go. There were a few little bits of confusion. But we got a mostly automated drill here. Now, I'm probably going to be... Are we out of ice? No, we're fine. I was able to fill my hydrogen. Now this is breaking itself. It should be fine. No, I think it's just a little too high. Fine, we'll bring this up again. And then we'll leave it there. Now, eventually what I'm going to do is, once this is fully extended and done all that stuff, then I'll push those down as well. That slower speed should help in the event controller actually pushing it out far enough to not... Yeah. Oh, our cargo containers are probably going to get full here. That's another event controller I'm going to have to work on. Okay. So, for now, what we're going to do is we're going to stop it. Stop it all. Stop the rotor. Turn it off. Stop the drills. Turn them off. Because I need some cargo space. Now, we have enough materials so far that we shouldn't have any problem getting a cargo container up and running. The only thing that we're going to have problems with is the cobalt, but I think we have enough cobalt in the system to actually make that not a problem. And let's put in the industrial cargo container because it's cool. So, and we'll hook the line back up. There we go. Our cargo's back up and running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this. So pistons, horizontal. We're going to reverse it. And we're going to change the maximum distance back down to 0. For it up, we're going to keep it as 2. The rotor, we're going to change this to... Let's just do 0.1. That should be slow enough. I might end up putting another timer in. Reverse. And then let's get our drills going. So the event controllers are still on, so they'll still do their thing. They'll change the piston, they'll set it up so that it pushes the piston forward. Once it hits 89 in either direction, it'll push the piston forward. Now the 0.1 rotation speed should theoretically make it slower so that when it's extending, it's faster to extend. I could also do the piston here, the horizontal, and increase its speed to, let's -1, we'll say. I think the next mod I'm going to remove is the animated interaction mod. It's doing some weird stuff.
Fuel low.
I'm out of fuel again.
Fuel critical.
Where is my bottle? Fill it up, please. Okay, we have some ice, but it's not a lot of ice. So we're going to have to do the search for ice here in between episodes. I could set up another event controller where once it hits 0 degrees, it changes this piston. But I don't think that's necessary. Let's make sure that this actually kicks in. Just flick those back off and on. Now, I'm not the only one that's done this. I'm sure lots of other people have done this. This is just one thing that I was like, hey, this could be cool. Let's make use of automations and do this like this. So, yeah, we're going to let the piston come back around, trigger, and then I will end the video. So what I should have done, and I'll probably do this in the future. This is about to hit its point in reverse. Getting to the point. Is that piston not? Is it broken? Is it on? Yeah, it is on. So what's going on here? Why is it not advancing the piston like I told it to? Ooh, I know what I did wrong. Remember when I pistoned when I reversed it? Yeah. I forgot to reset that. So we're going to reverse it again. Then I got to make sure to actually set this to reverse again. Like so. Wow. Good job, RG. You just wasted a crap ton of time. I am proud of you. Anyway, that's about how it goes. Things work, things don't work. You know, it's trial and error. And I obviously erred. Dumb. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. We've automated the piston. Now, in future, when you do something like this and you're on like a unlevel plane, make sure you put the drills down on your high side rather than your middle side, because that will probably save you a lot of headache and terrain ugliness, although drills are going to make the terrain ugly. Anyway, it is what it is, and that will be fixed eventually when I actually get around to moving those pistons down. But that's going to be a while, because this has to go up quite a bit to do that. Now what I think I'm going to do in the interim is I'm going to set up a timer block. So I'm going to put a timer block in similar to this, so that when it hits a certain position, like once it hits -89, then it'll start the timer block for enough time for the piston to extend, and then it will reverse the piston, reverse the rotor. I'm going to do that in between here, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope this was informative for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Ciao.